I'm still here, by the way. Just... By the way, I'm still here. I know my thing is off, but I'm doing that part on purpose. I'm just making a few adjustments here. I'll be back on.
No worries.
Yep.
Yep, I'm here.
Cool. Yeah, give me
Me too.
a few more
I'm
minutes.
here also.
Cool. Like 2 more minutes and we'll be back. Let me grab some water. Use the restroom, and it is about, we'll probably end around 10 tonight. Does that work for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Perfect for me because I got to be up dumb early.
Perfect. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's still good.
Like it almost as big as possible.
But I mean, what color? Like, I don't have that kind of plastic.
Maybe like
Well, if you want to buy it.
maybe an orange and red.
But what? I don't have a transition like this.
Oh.
Do you want to buy one? For like $15, and then I can make you a big one with it.
Yes.
Or do you want to look through the colors that I already have? I mean, I only have the solid colors right now. Unless you want like a rainbow transparent. See, I only have solids right now.
Maybe red and yellow, I guess.
But I can only do like lines in red. I can't mix them together like this. You want something like this, right? This kind of this kind of plastic. So we have to buy it if you want me to copy it.
Okay.
You want me to shop for it?
Maybe.
I think I can make it a solid color, single color if you want.
Fine, I'll buy it.
You'll buy it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll split it with you, okay?
Thank you.
Cool. You just have to be good, that's the only thing.
Yeah.
Good luck. No confidence.
It's hard to be good, you know?
Yeah. So, sometimes it really is. Oh man. There we go. Well, guys, I think this is one of my first sober games. I've been sober.
Wow.
Quit
What's it
smoking.
like?
It's weird.
Did
I've been smoking for like over 20 years.
you give it up?
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Thank you.
It's tough.
Exactly.
Hey,
Yeah.
quitting's easy. I've done it hundreds of times.
I still remember it's like kind of fucked up. There's like the idea like, oh, weed's not really all that addictive, and then you try and stop smoking it after a while, and you're like, the fuck it isn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
so marijuana itself doesn't have any addictive chemicals in it, but your body gets addicted to the feeling. So it's a
Yeah,
psychological dependence, not a chemical dependence.
Yeah, it's my brain is definitely wired to have it as like a coping tool, you know.
Yeah, like falling asleep. I had a lot of trouble sleeping when I first gave up the green.
Yeah, you know, it's been okay, honestly. I quit because of panic attacks. I had like a
Oh yeah, yeah.
I had like a 4 day solid panic attack from work, and I was just like, you know what, it's just not doing what I want.
That was why I gave it up too. I had like a really bad trip that was like an overnight, like I couldn't sleep 8 hour long panic attack.
Ugh,
And it's like I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, man. That sucks.
yeah.
Still
Uh,
never smoked it.
What was
uh,
that?
But I've still never smoked it. I'm 28 years old.
Good for you.
yeah,
Gold star.
probably best.
Which is funny because I live in Washington State and I've lived here
They
for all but 6 years of my life.
Yeah.
love their grass upstate. What can I say?
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, finally back. Let me get my camera back on. So, from our commercial break, where do we want to pick back up? Do we want to pick back up where we were at, or is it showtime at Manavir's
Amphitheater.
amphitheater?
I don't know. Ashton, did you want to talk to the fort guys or what do I call it, the Aurelian?
Yeah, the friars or the priests, or either the orc or the or the priest Hameda, who was kind of pacing around the yard. Don't have to. It could be something to bring up later. I mean, it's just something you observed. It's something to keep there, but something is definitely going on with the Order of the Veil. From
I'm here.
from
Sorry, guys.
oh yeah. From that standpoint, because it was clearly noticed.
Yeah, he doesn't want to approach him just yet. He wants to
Yeah.
observe him for a while because I feel like we're going to be here for more than one day and probably
Yeah.
so day. So just kind of, or they're just going to come in, collect their tithe, and fuck off. Like,
Yeah. And so as those things happening later on that evening, it is. We kind of open probably on all of your face in a bit of shock. Some awe is Minerva is kind of like doing his he's like bowing on stage and being at the same time the back wall is being pelted with tomatoes and and you just watch like the most awful play that was like part burlesque, part war story. It was about the tale. So the tale of the Joyfall and how the emperor's, the emperor Eloquine in his kind of like all his glory drove back the Joyfall. But what you kind of were witnessing is these kind of dancing burlesque figures, you know, in practically nothing but in these like bronzed, your wooden carving and painted versions of the sun faces and the Joyfall, and and it just was not good. It was like, it was just like really worse for wear. And but you set through it, and at the same time, I will say this: the people are so hated. You get the feeling that Minerva's going, "You all just don't know good art when you see it. This you're
And
just
this-
so lowbrow."
I wish I couldn't see this.
There is a chance to possibly win over the crowd here if Makeda decides to get up there and do some. Otherwise, the show is kind of over, and then people kind of go back to, somebody just throws up in the street because it's right next to the tavern. People just kind of go back to drinking outside, and a couple of male and female. There's a male and a female like
Canoodling.
who are prostituting. Kind of take some people out behind the back where there's like a barn where, and when you see Minerva collect a few coins from them, as he is both pimp and auteur in his mind.
Makeda's like loudly kind of expressing like, I mean, the whole second act. Like, what? Why were we bothering with that when the real drama is coming from the chambermaid and what she overheard between? And she's like trying to aim it like a critique, but just starts like rewriting like the second half to be much better, and like the crowd around her to try and steal some of Minerva's thunder.
You can write this down. It's not going to be it's not an item or anything, but a note for you, Makeda. Something to jot down is that you can basically treat the play like a really bad book, but because it was lore about, it was still lore about the Ashland. So at your next myths and you can basically take your next myths and legends check with a boon. So even if you were already boon, you could take it as like double boon or triple boon, right? You can like cast that coin in for any important myths and legends check. And use that to your advantage, or either that or a performance check. Since because you might be able to use his story and make it better, and then like do another version of it or something like that, or tell a version of it, something like that. I'll allow you to cast that in,
and mine will win the awards, and his will win nothing.
Since you watched his play,
watched his terrible play.
Well, he comes by and he says, "Thank you for attending, and I see you didn't throw anything, and so I'm sure you loved it. But Duke was asking, will you be heading up there this evening?"
I think that's part of the plan once our certain ossified friends can catch up to us.
Yes. I ushered them through. I draped some covers over them. They're already up the road, as he kind of points to the right past the Duke's house where that road starts to climb, and you see those three shuffling figures in shrouds standing there waiting for you on the dark road that like leads out beyond.
I want to make it clear now. It's the two dual wielders, and one of them has a bow.
Okay. So a bowsman and a dual wielder. Okay. Just gonna put this.
Real quick, y'all. I'm gonna be listening, but I gotta go let my ex-roommate collect her cat.
Yep. Do your thing.
If we could see the cat.
Once we catch the cat, I will show you guys the cat.
All right.
I love how the cat must be tracked down. Who am I? All right. And so the party begins to kind of take this march up towards getting closer to the ruins. And as you draw closer, I think that sense of dread starts to kind of creep up again on you, Jumbi. The moon is barely out, so it's very hard even to see. But as you draw close, you find yourself at the point in the opening, like this old dilapidated opening in the side of this castle. Minerva did tell you where you could like light the sconces to create some light in the space. And as you venture in, you do find you got to find the old ruins of like a ballroom, and then you find the staircase that he told you that led down to the cellar, and then you find the cellar. Here it's pitch black. Oh, look at it, buddy.
Is it all black?
We mean down in the cellar. Oh, you're talking. When you said that, I thought you were talking to. I thought you were talking to the cat. Or are you?
I love a good black cat. What's that cat's name?
Her name is Noelle.
Look at them eyes. That's a for a black cat named Noelle is weird, but I'll accept it.
I know it's funny animal name person. Paulina is a human animal name person.
I would go with Noir.
Noir would
Noelle.
sick.
No,
Yeah.
Noelle.
Noelle's cute though. Noelle's cute.
He says Noelle's cute.
I just think Christmas.
Yeah. You're a Christmas present.
That is a cute cat.
She's really tiny. She's like this big.
Oh.
Anyways, she's now going to get passed back to her mother. Okay, we're back.
Nice.
All right, be right back.
Yep. And
So we're not going to where the degenerates live. We're going straight to this place.
that's what I thought you guys were telling me. You guys got to tell me where you're going, because you got the degenerates. What are the degenerates? Who are who?
The other group.
Oh, so if you're going there, yeah, tell me.
Way,
okay,
right?
it's on the way, yeah. So
Yeah.
if you stop there before you go inside, okay, so we rewind a bit, and we find that you've like walked up to their abode.
What do they got in there? Let's go see what's going on.
You realize they've furnished the place a bit. There's a very janky kind of lock on the place. It's also like there's a hole in the ceiling so you can easily climb in. So you find your way in rather easy without much. And you give me a spot hidden check.
Spot hidden. Success.
Okay. So downstairs in a little side room, a little cold, you find a couple chests, and they were stashed away. So you would be, whether you bring them back, you know, at this point, as Ashton would say, you'd be stealing them. Do you open the chest that you find?
No.
I was gonna say hit it with sense magic first.
Yeah. Well, I don't have sense magic though.
Mm.
That's the problem.
It's like the lock on it, because it was like I'm not even gonna make you roll to unlock it, because you literally just like you would have enough time and no one's around. It's not like you would just eventually break it open.
I think I would know not to just open it because of this group. I don't trust them, so I wouldn't just go ahead and like ransack their shit, because I'm sure it's tracked or some type of dumb shit.
I imagine you all aren't walking around like, you know, it's not like you're looking around. I mean, like here's the thing. Because I don't have to I haven't fully fleshed out what this place looks like. We haven't even necessarily talked. I don't think they have only been back here a few times. And I can tell you basically what they haven't done. They haven't made this a home base. They've been in Daru most of the time. So it's still mostly dilapidated. There's a few, basically it's like there's a few bed rolls you know, like a old rug. And basically they had this hidden downstairs, and they like put it behind some like, oh, it was like in a hole in the wall where you find this treasure chest. But they clearly haven't like fortified this place. So at the same time, if people they know they're in a thieves guild, so if anyone's gonna come up here and take stuff, they probably, whatever's in the chest may not be the most precious of things. It's probably some things they're willing to leave behind.
Don't I have? No, I don't have that shit either, do I? Damn. I don't have anything I could do to open that chest without touching it either.
Not that
How about Ashton? Does he have anything that can open this chest without us get blowing up in our faces?
Does a giant sword help?
I was gonna say just firebolt.
You can have your skeletons open it, but you know.
Yeah, all right. I'll have one of my skeletons open it. Fuck it.
When the skeleton starts to work on,
We'll get more.
breaks open the chest. Its hand jerks back. It's just jerky, and you like something's happening to it, and you realize nothing is, as it's just kind of got its finger caught on the busted lock.
Malcolm.
Can you roll?
That was good.
Can you roll 2d6 for me?
2d6, yeah. Seven.
All right. Can you also roll a d4 for me?
Four.
Okay. So what you find is about 70, about in a bag, about 70 copper coins, which is about 7 silver, and then a little silver brooch that is worth that's worth 70 silver, just about. And then there is on a sheet of, like on a parchment paper, a scrawled spell for dispel.
Oh.
It's general magic.
All right. I like that.
Your skeleton kind of hands everything over to you, and as your skeleton does that, it walks onto a plank and collapses through the floor. It already handed everything to you, and it falls into this like pit, and you in the dark. Or do you have torches up, or are you like just using the moon, trying to use whatever moonlight above?
I think we'd have torches up.
So as your torches up, you kind of lay your torch out, and it's like a coffin, about a double coffin, so it's maybe like 4 feet by 6 foot pit down there, and it's crawling with like these like beetles. They're not, it doesn't cover the entire skeleton, but there's enough of them down there to be all over it, as it just kind of like starts to shake them off and climbs out. But similar to those scarab beetles that you had like come off of those skeletons in the last, but these don't seem as ferocious. Like they just seem, they don't like come out of the pit and attack you. They seem to just kind of mill about down there. Can I have I'll take from you, being a necromancer, an advanced necromancy check.
Like a necroticism check?
Necroticism check, yeah.
Okay. Success.
So what it looks like is someone in their group, or someone here, or maybe someone else, is gathering over time, has been gathering these beetles. They seem to be a different, less ferocious type. And what those beetles do is eat the skin off of cadavers and dead corpses to clean the flesh off of their skeletons.
Got it. Well, it's a good thing none of us fell down there. I don't like those bugs. They didn't come out, right? They all stayed inside.
They all stayed in there. Yeah.
Skeletons just climbing out. Okay. So they must be putting motherfuckers in there that make skeletons.
Or
Well,
just yeah, corpses. Probably.
or that's what the plan would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you find.
Gross. I'll put all the other shit in my little bag,
Okay.
especially that spell out, because I'm not gonna study it right now. Obviously, we're like, fuck.
Right.
Cool. Now what?
Just kind of waiting for Cheryl to get back, but I mean, I
Is
guess
there,
now
do
you.
I sense that there's anything like I know the other dude's a necromancer, so can I sense if there's skeletons buried like he buries them or something? What I know, I would know that he buries them, right? We would have had that conversation if he's showing me bone bomb and all that shit like that. I feel
Yeah.
like we would have had some conversation.
And when you had the spot hidden check,
I'm here. What are we up to?
so when you're on your way out,
What
you
did Sean get into?
I got make sure you keep track of some money. I got 70 copper and a silver brooch worth 70 silver, and I got
70 copper.
yeah, and then I got a parchment spell for dispel.
Hold on.
that they stole from another group
Yeah, that we
out of their house.
70.
Out of
They're
their
not coming back here.
house. Yeah,
70 copper and a silver brooch.
yeah, that's worth 70 silver.
Brooch worth 70 silver.
And I got me a dispel spell.
And the dispel spell scroll.
I mean, I guess
Scroll back
technically
down.
I could learn the spell and put it back, right? Or maybe it disappears. It's one of those things where like you learn the spell.
No,
and
you can learn. You could probably learn the spell and then put it back. Yeah.
It's
I mean, you
general
think
magic.
this brooch is worth taking? I mean, 70 copper and a brooch? I don't know. Maybe we should leave that garbage. What do you think?
Yeah,
I'll take the spell now. Maybe we could drop the parchment.
I
back
have dispel.
away. You have dispel? I want
I
this.
have dispel.
What's the spell
Thank you,
good
Jim.
for? What do you think? Okay, if you have the spell, then I'll just leave it. I'm gonna leave everything then. Fuck it.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to do this.
Not worth our time.
As you
And
work your way back through the house, you put everything back. As you get to the front door, there are two skeletons standing there with blades out, and
We didn't take nothing.
they slowly
We didn't take nothing.
begin to like back away and stand and
I mean, we could take their skeletons.
and basically like seeing that you all have nothing, they just kind of back away and just stand there, just kind of like just kind of like their heads just kind of watching you as you walk through the house, and you see another one like kind of come out of like a kitchenette area and look at you, but they're not attacking.
Can I cast Control Dead and take both of them?
You can, but I will make an opposed roll for Shoyebi based on his stat to see, because you'd have to try to beat his will. So yeah, you can if you want to try it. Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
he'll get a bang because he's a bit of a ways away. But
Mini miles.
how you're gonna try to take? There's three of them, so you're trying to take. Oh, you got to remind me. Control Dead. How many? And then how much willpower are you trying to use to take?
I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level to take all 3 of them,
Okay.
and then it is 6 willpower, right?
Yep. And then let me do. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. All right. So my. Oh shit.
What happened?
He demoned.
I didn't even roll anything.
No, Shoyebi demon. So you're going
Oh,
to take
good.
them. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Wow.
Oh, I'm trying to get this fucking willpower to at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So long as your spell goes off without you demoning, you're gonna be fine.
I just got to roll necroticism, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a success. We're good.
Okay.
But now I got 6 motherfucking skeletons with us.
Hey, nice.
These are regular skeletons. Shoot, let me get. And
So I'm gonna just add regular skeletons. You said they got swords?
Well, you told me you had 2 dual wielding ones.
I have two that are dual wielding daggers and 1 bow.
Got it. Okay, and then you got the 1 bow guy, and then these both have like these both have their normal skeletons with normal blades, short swords, I believe they are. All 3 of these. So total of 6, and so we were describing as they march their way up to the castle there on the hill to Stonefang. The ruin is impressive. It's dilapidated, ominous, very under this very little like moonlight. You work your way down into the lower level where the cellar would be, and it's dark down here. Like, so you're literally, I don't know who are holding the light sources. Or are you? There's also some sconces along the wall that you could light. It's a large open. Imagine if like this cellar was like all the wooden shelves and stuff have been moved out or broken out, so it's just a massive. Even if you hold your torch out, you don't see where the back wall, is just from where you're standing. But all these pillars and broken pillars stand. See a few broken barrels. There is a bit of a smell of like a sour beer, sour ale smell here, kind of. So who have the light sources?
Should we light the sconces on the walls?
Yeah, we
I
should
might have something.
Okay,
Hold
so you're
on.
going to light those.
I have the light. I have the light magic trick, so I can also.
Okay, so you get to
And
about
I do-
whoever's
Can I
lighting
light?
them.
Can I light magic trick my glasses so they're like 2 like car headlights?
Sure. So they like flicker and that light in the dark. And then there's a moment as soon as Makeda's like spectacles kind of light up, 2 eyes in the back in the darkness light up, like a deep, like a bright, very small, almost like a predator in the darkness, a yellow, almost like your light reflects off theirs, and you see those 2 eyes like something wolf, something animal-like, something like your own hyena eyes back in the dark, and then suddenly the ground kind of rumbles underneath your feet. Chumbi gets that sense of dread, and then this figure begins to lumber out of the darkness. And it's this towering demonic or shape of like you all, a Heineken, but so large, so big, giant, jagged tusks coming out the side of his gaping maw. Its matted fur is all like full of grime, and its clawed hands drag against the ground, and in one arm it has this really like this bloodied flail, and like not fresh blood, but just like you can smell the old blood on it. And those eyes are burning, and it kind of reeks of death, carrion, and sour beer, that unmistakable scent of the Bantu kegs, and it lets out this rolling drunken laughter, and then like smashes one of the ruined stones as it like kind of staggers kind of drunkenly. Come forth, for I am drunk on beer of slavers, and soon I shall be drunk on the blood of my enemies. And even at the distance, as you gaze up, as you're looking at this thing, you immediately have to size up what you are dealing with here. This is initiative immediately. As you are immediately, Jumby, tell me where your skeleton. Like, if your skeletons were within, they can only be within 20 feet of you. Where do you want to? How do you want to place your skeletons?
I just want them as a 3 of them as a barrier up front. I'll put Schmebulok's skeletons in front of us, and my original skeletons will be behind us because one of them is an archer.
Okay.
Not Schmebulok.
Jason's gonna watch this and be like, "This fucking guy." That fucking mini is cool. That fucking hyena thing. That's dope.
And so, yeah, this is what stands before you. Let me go ahead and so here's how we're going to do this. I will kill that. In alchemy, I need to take out a bunch of let me take out all these, remove all these NPCs from our, because they are all not here any longer. Gunny is
Get out of here,
gone.
NPCs.
Get out of here.
You're not here, no longer.
Pilar's gone. Nope, yeah, it's just you all and this thing. If in the moment that will not take you any actions per se. If there's anything that you say or call out, clearly this thing speaks. Clearly it is. I don't know if anyone tries to talk to it, but if so, this is your chance before as it starts to kind of lumber forward. Let's see.
I'm gonna nudge Makeda.
All right, so can everyone draw cards for me now? If you are, and then I'll draw. If you can, let's see if it works. I'm gonna draw one, and then Jameson's gonna just take the last one, basically, whichever the one. Jameson, you're gonna be at the mercy of.
I got a 3.
Nice, and so okay, it does look like that works. So then it does do a pull, and then what and then so Kazan, how about you? Are you able to do it?
Yeah, I got 5.
5, and then I'll start the round, and it should give me. Nope. I guess then Jim. I guess then you got Ashton got 1 then. Let me edit. Just. All
So
right.
it's probably that way.
And so it's starting the combat. I got Ashton 1, Makeda 2, Jumbi 3. The creature 4, Kazan 5, and then the creature again. So we are kicking things off with Ashton.
He'll choose to speak. Just what per se do you consider your enemy?
You, of course.
I haven't done anything.
Who said you had to do anything?
I mean, normally you've got a reason to have an enemy.
When I feel like this, I just want to hurt things. And you're here, aren't you? And it kind of starts to swing the flail.
Guy sounds like me in my fucking 20s. Don't worry, buddy. It gets better.
He's a tough negotiator, I'll admit that.
So you can still take your turn, but it doesn't look like he's budging.
I'm just gonna back away slowly. Clearly we've caught you at a bad time. Back and away.
So are you retreating?
Yep.
Okay. He kind of like slams his foot, and suddenly as you're like running, like as you're moving towards the doors, you turn around, what you realize is the kind of like Alfred Hitchcock effect, the hall begins to stretch, and where you came from, where you should see a little bit of moonlight, it's completely pitch black in the direction of retreat. Doesn't mean you can't continue to go and try to fumble your way through, but you immediately notice, you're no fool, Ashton. You know that this is some kind of magical presence, like darkness that he's creating, or like making an illusion of the world to make it difficult for you to retreat. And I would think, and furthermore, you know, this thing is some kind of, while it looks like a giant Heineken, it is some kind of demonic, which you would in Eldaria would call a demon, and maybe those in Ashlands would call a Nazhugun. But it is like it is one of the big boys.
Is it a possessed hyena, or is it some kind of demonic manifestation?
Are you
I know
saying?
exactly what this fucker is. I like it.
What it is a problem.
Jumbi, give me just a myths and legends.
Well, it's still in. Let's see. It's still in range of fireball.
I forgot a failure, motherfucker.
Okay. So you're like kind of looking around, like, what is this thing, and you don't know what you're looking at. So actions probably need to be taken soon, but before we moved, if it's not gonna be taken,
Yeah, I'm gonna just cast Stone Skin for now.
okay. Smart. Give yourself
third level Stone Skin.
Yeah, give yourself some armor. Okay. You go ahead and roll that, see if that succeeds. We then move to
8, so yes.
Makeda.
Could I do an intuition check about whether I think this thing is capable of being persuaded to stand down? Like, if this is like some kind of demonic, monstrous creature, then maybe it's not running off of like the ability to potentially, let us go or just give us the beer.
Yeah, you can.
So inside that would be a question, or I'll use intuition. So that'll be a
Intuition.
question.
Yeah, and I won't
GM
treat that as your.
Is it possible for this to be persuaded?
For momentarily, the way it's like swaying and looking, you think that it might be possible to talk this thing down. It clearly has some kind of sense of personality and can even consume the beer of the guild. But
Okay.
as soon as you think it, your thoughts change as it locks eyes suddenly on Jumbi and goes, "One of the Night Mother."
Right.
Oh, Jumbi, you failed the Night Mother.
What's he talking about, Jimby?
Jimby, you know this guy?
I don't know this guy.
You know he's gonna make a big skeleton.
Yeah, that's it.
I knew someone was coming and just didn't know who. I will be reclaiming your power this night. You will be giving it back to the darkness.
No. What? Jimmy's
No.
Yeah.
Hold your tongue, beast.
Makeda, are you doing anything? Are you swapping into anybody else? Or are you...
Well, with a line like "Hold your tongue, beast," I gotta swap with Jimby.
Yeah. All right. Nice. So holding. So with that, Jimmy would go first.
Can he get
So
a boon?
basically,
Because
that
that's
to
a
answer
badass
your
way to
intuition is
start
like
a-
within starts talking like that, you realize it's going to charge. It's going to attack.
Yeah.
Jimby, take this card and by God, make it count.
No promises.
Kick it.
I need a roll for skeletons, right? I'm gonna send all 3 of these skeletons first to make attacks on this thing.
Okay. So moving your. All right. So Zaya, both of you are your skeletons. Those first 3 get in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skeletons move 20 feet. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this one was here. 1, 2, 3. So okay, I'm gonna say all 5 of those get those attacks in. They're still adjacent. And then you got the one.
That he's gonna shoot.
Yep.
It'll be 6 skeleton attacks.
And I didn't.
What do I gotta roll for these skeletons? Hold on.
They would be. I think they're most skeletons are a 12
Yeah.
to hit for
Yeah.
both shot. The skeleton's gonna be. I want to say the bow is a. Actually, the new spell. There's a new spell. You can raise a champion, and your skeletons that are champions are like harder to kill, and they have more. They have better shit. So, but the regular ones. I'm just trying to look at it really quickly here. You should have it in your character sheet, but
The other 3 got short swords, right? No, yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. The other
short
3
swords are going to be a D10 damage. So you got D10 damage. They don't have any bonuses, so they're just straight D10s. And then the arrow is the bow is a D12 or D10, depending on if it's long bow or short bow. And then your dual wielders, unless they have a dual wielding ability, it doesn't really matter. They're still going to be doing the same D10.
Will it be 2 dagger? It'll be 2 daggers.
Oh, 2 daggers. So they'll be So they'll just get D8, 1d8 damage.
1d8 damage. Okay.
For each.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna roll the attacks for those first 5.
Yep. You can just rattle them off, and however you want to do it, and
Can I roll just 5 d20s at one time?
you can. And if you're doing, if you're doing it in alchemy, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna roll 6. I'm gonna roll for all 6 of them and see what happens.
Okay. Well, then you're not telling me which ones are which, and then you'd have to. But that I'll allow it. I'll allow it on this roll. You can pick. You can pick who your best shots are. That's fine. I don't mind.
Well, I mean, we could just do them in order that they're on screen, right? So 14, 3.
Yeah,
11.
1, 2, 3. So yeah, then so we got 1, 2. So one. So dual dagger hits. This guy hits. Dual dagger hits. So 1 sword. So all 4 of these guys hit. 1 misses, and then your bowman hits. So yep. And then you're gonna roll your damages off 1 at a time, because this thing probably does have some form of armor.
So the dagger is 1d8, right?
Yep.
1d8. I'm gonna roll 2 d8s because it's 2 daggers, right?
Yes. Wait, you said what? You're gonna roll? Oh yeah, roll. Yeah. So,
So that's
so
12
6.
damage.
Okay, so it's each. Those are the. Oh no, you don't roll because they have 2 daggers. They don't dual. They don't just because they're dual wielding. Did you load them out that way, or did I?
That's what you gave. We got them. We picked them up.
They had 2. Yeah.
They had 2 daggers each.
So I'm gonna have to think about it, because they don't. If you don't have dual wield, which is a dual wield is a heroic ability that you use willpower so that you can take advantage. Every time Kazan uses his two thing, he uses his heroic ability,
But
so
that's
he
as
can.
a player character, not as a skeleton.
A skeleton
right?
could have it, but only a champion. So these regular skeletons, even though they have 2 daggers in their hand, it's not benefiting them to have 2 daggers. It's a one. It's a 1d8. So basically, that's your 2 daggers.
Okay.
They both scored a 6. Is what
Got it.
So.
So that's 12 damage. And
You see them
then-
like shanking both of them. So both of those together, separate hits, he takes 2 damage.
And then the sword hit, you said?
Mm-hmm. What did you roll damage for your sword? Okay. Oh, you're doing it now. Okay. Oh, you're getting those 6s, so that's good. -4. Takes another 1.
Oh,
And then as a reminder to you, your
that's 2 damage.
So you remember? I know you haven't done, but you remember the have you your whip collects souls. By the way, that's just for future. That's not really just knowing what that weapon does is important. So another 4 and a 6. You said.
Yeah.
So he takes another couple damage from these regular weapons. And then how about from the bow? Did he already roll for the bow?
Yeah, that was the 6, right?
Okay.
That was the last
So
one.
you just see the stuff just kind of like they look like toothpicks going into his body.
Yeah.
He's taking like little bits of off. Kind of. He seems more annoyed than anything.
I'm going to cast Fireball at 3rd level. That's 3. Okay, Fireball. Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to make sure.
Because he's drunk, I don't get to control. Basically, when you see me do that, I'm rolling 2d6 and taking the lower result, because the lower result is going to be a better, a move that's not as devastating. And so he's going to do whatever his 3 is right now as he staggers. And
I got a 13.
All right. And what was that for again?
That was for Fireball.
Oh, for Fireball. That's going to hit.
Then going to roll 3d6, right? Yeah. $13 damage.
He glints he kind of like bruises his hand. The fire kind of rolls over his, and he takes half of it. Kind of.
Okay.
So he still just keeps fire. You want to play with fire? He starts to kind of look around and snicker.
Can't I take a second attack? What do I got to do to take a second attack? Wasn't there something we do?
You would have had to use
your master.
I would have had to say that beforehand, right?
You'd have to use your if you want to do it again, I mean, I'll allow you to. If you want to do it, master spellcaster, you spend another, because you've already spent what you spent 1. You spent 2 on this first one. You got to spend 3 now, and then you can cast again another spell.
So 9. No, that's 9, right? You talking about willpower?
You spent 3 on the first. I mean, you spent 2 on the first spell that you just did, or did you upcast that fireball?
I upcast that fireball.
Okay, so you spent how many? 4, 2, 4, 3. Oh, you did all 3.
It's every level, right? It's
2 for every level. So how many did you do?
6.
So you did 6 already. So you've already done 6. You would need to do another 3 for Master Spellcaster, and then another whatever it is going to be for whatever the next spell is.
Hold on.
So at least if you're doing it, you would be burning 9 to start, 9 to before you even do the next spell. You would have done 9. So you're about to do another 3. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm not going to do that because I don't know where this fight's going to go.
Okay. Makeda.
Okay. I'm going to. How far away am I?
About 30 feet.
Okay, then and that's close enough for me to. Can I try and use my brand new handy dandy little crossbow?
Absolutely.
My hand crossbow. So that has a 30 feet range, and a 1 or a 2 counts as a dragon. So I will take aim with my little hand crossbow, little elbow brace.
Yep.
And I will try and take a shot, but my crossbows are not good. Actually, maybe I shouldn't do that. Oh. Well, that's a demon.
Oh my gosh. He
I hate this crossbow, Malcolm.
He flicks the crossbow and it or he kind of like pushes one of the skeletons, and it like hits one of the skeletons. Now the good news is the skeletons are gonna take the damage, but the good news is skeletons are resistant to piercing damage, so whatever you roll is gonna be halved.
Oh no. Okay. Sorry, skeleton.
It'll be one of your dagger skeletons.
Sorry,
Oh,
dagger
I
skeleton.
shake my head at Makeda.
Makeda's
You embarrass me. I'm like Vin Diesel. You know?
5. So I'll be cut in half to like 2.
2. And then he so 1, 2, 3. He leaps over here and lands in front of Jumbi. And will use. So when he said about that fire, it's funny because that's what I rolled. He swings the flail, and the flail lights up on fire, and he just swings it to inflict. This will do. So if you'll either take the damage here, or as the flail lights up on fire, or you can try to. You can dodge it, evade it if you've got fast footwork, because you've already taken your turn. So that's the only way you would be able to dodge it.
I don't. I can't do it.
Ooh, okay. Then Jumbi will take 2d10 plus 15 points of bludgeoning.
15 points of bludgeoning?
Yep. Minus whatever your armor is. I think probably do you have at least the 1, and then you'll take
1. So
3 points of fire damage that you cannot use any armor against. That 3 points of fire damage is 17 total. Yep. And you tap and mark one of your conditions as dazed. So for a moment, like Jumbi dropped to a knee, whip in hand, kind of staggering back as the thing is kind of lumbering over you, breathing down, stepping forward, preparing that flail to hit again. And then Kazan, you're right there with, your 2 hammers at the ready. What do you do?
Well, I will dual wield. And I will pull out my Queen Sword and Nalulu Sword.
Nagula, yep.
First attack hits. Did you want me to do the damages separately?
Yes.
Alright. I think the Queen Sword is D6, right?
Sword the what?
The Queen Sword? 4d6 was it?
I'm gonna need y'all to track I got too much. I'm gonna need y'all to know your weapons. Let me see. Which one is it? If it's the sword that the queen gave you, it is. Let me go there. It would be under equipment. You got the queen sword is a equipment. Kind of. Shoot. What is the? Oh shoot. Why does it not show? Description. No. Oh, that's my bad. Did we copy it? I thought I swear I gave you your.
No, you did. This is my bad. Yeah.
The Nagulu. So maybe it's the. No, it's not the Queen's
sword. Is
the no. Your. All I did is I don't know. The Queen Sword's a regular blade. I think the thing that I gave you is I take all your regular weapons and I gave them a magical ability. So the new ability is the 2. You have the bro hammers, which are each of the hammers have a story now behind them, like the brothers. And basically the ability is that they are. So when the wielder may use an action to spend 3 willpower to invoke the Blessing of Brotherhood, it creates a magical shield of light that protects allies within 15 feet. the shield provides a three armor. Like, not doesn't add, but it stacks. But so if someone has better than that, they would take their armor. But it adds at least a 3 armor to everyone within 15 feet of you. And on subsequent on every round following, you can use additional willpower to extend the effect, or just basically to keep it going. But it does not count as an action. So basically that's what it does. It's like a protect. That's the only thing that I have on you that's magical outside of your. I don't know what the Queen's Blade is. Maybe it was something I gave you and I need to work it, but it's probably.
It was we got it when we were doing our big finale fight.
Yeah, it was in the back.
That is okay. You're right. That's on me because I need to give you the. I pretty forgot about it. We never went back and talked about it. So I need to put that ability in. The magic, which you should have. So that's on me. I will not have it today. So if you're willing to, if you want to use it today, basically what I'll just treat it as is it crits on 1 through 3, and it's a magical weapon, right? It's clearly so in terms of, just like in D&D, in terms of it, pretty much magical weapons are likely mean that they're not going to get resistances when you're hitting with them. So if you pick up on what's been happening, all those skeletons are getting their shit knocked down because I'm taking the armor off and then I'm cutting their damage in half. So the skeletons are minus the armor, then cut it in half. That's why they're only taking 1. But for you, you're probably going to get full damage on anything magical.
All right. So I'm just treating it like a big sword then.
Yeah, it's a great sword. That's what it is supposed to be. So great sword, we'd have to if I'm looking.
It's a great sword.
Legend Keeper would be, the damage is going to my gear. Damage is going to be 2d10 plus whatever your damage is. So
Okay. Thanks.
that's a.
Okay, the first one.
So then you're not using dual wield. Then you're just using the sword then, because you can't. Yeah, dual wield that.
Okay, because it's a
two-handed. It's a two-handed weapon. Yep.
All right. So 16 damage.
16, nice. So, it takes a bit of that, comes off as it tries to glint, but it takes a huge chunk of that damage, and you see it for the first time a blow, kind of hurts it, or at least registers the pain of the force of Kazan's blow, for sure. There, silly insects. I like your fight, hyena. Kin, you may look like me, but you are not of my ilk.
No, I am better.
1, 2, and then so damage is done. It's Kazan kind of slices into the creature. Kate is here. Our wizard's over there. After Kazan does that, he will. What move will he do? It's gonna go for a 4. So he will. He just kicks out at Kazan like that paw, just a thrust outward, a crushing kick that will throw you back 2d6 meters, unless you're going to try to sidestep it. So 10. So we're looking at like 30 feet. Hits the wall there, and then it does 10 plus hitting the rock. Armors. This is so 11 points of bludgeoning damage and prones you.
Okay.
Hey, it's not me for once.
Yeah.
Just wait, and then he's gonna stomp on me next.
Everyone draw initiative again.
Oh, I got a 1.
Nice. So it looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. So it looks like
You got a 2, buddy.
our wizard is live.
What'd you say?
You got a 2, man. That was me. I got a 1.
Was it?
Yep.
Oh.
Mind your own
We
business.
must have rolled at the same time.
Yeah, he did just before me.
He could
Oh.
he could step out of the like you could hold your action so Jumbri steps into the way, but other than that,
No, you should hit this motherfucker. He's trying to kill me.
so standing up for free. Kazan, what are you doing?
Well, I'm prone, right? So I can.
This is going to be the last round of the game.
Okay. I'm running back up to him to hit him again with the sword.
Okay. So it gives you just enough. As long as you've got 30 feet distance on your speed, you should be able to close that gap. Rushing in, moving quickly, Castlevania animation. Close the distance.
Just made it.
Just hits. As you're using the same blade again, swinging it down across. Go ahead and roll your 2d10 plus your D. I don't know if you use a D4 or D6. Your damage.
That is 13.
Takes another 13. Kind of like slices him across the arm. He looks at his own blood kind of running down. Licks some of it off, shakes it off.
More to come from that.
Bring it. Kind of smiles, this huge toothy grin.
Maybe we will end up being friends.
All right. So after that blow, he kind of like gets his head. He kind of like this goes. Come on. See, I'm forgetting his own name, but he's like, come on, Arjugan. Come on, shake it off. And then he kind of seems to like be less drunk as he kind of like focuses. And Kazan is done as Kazan, but he's like I said, at this moment he shakes it off. He still opens him up for Jumbri to take advantage of the moment here. What do you do?
I am going to, I'm gonna make a whip attack. I'm gonna make a whip attack. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
What do I gotta roll here? Stats look a little. The stats that are in here, are they correct, Malcolm?
Everything on your whip should be correct. The whip should be a. If I'm looking at it. Yeah, it's a one-handed. It's a 1D. Yeah, we used to have it as it is a 1D8 weapon. It's a 10-foot range. It's not a 2D6 like I used to. That was wrong about that. It's a 1D8, but it is a magical weapon. And then killing an enemy causes its soul to be captured. So you would have to kill it.
But if I spend 3 willpower, right, I could release a soul.
Yeah.
That increases
to increase the damage by D6 for every soul that you. Now the thing is, when this whip,
I haven't really collected.
You haven't collected any souls in it. So
I'm still gonna use the whip though.
Yeah, go ahead and use it. You just won't get any. You won't get any.
Yeah.
Here's since we're in this moment, I will give you this. You could draw from your own willpower, similar to the way you would do, but for every D6 you roll, if you do it right now, this one time, you can add a D6 for every damage you want to give them.
So I can.
But
But
for every D6 that you roll, that number you'll lose in willpower. For every willpower, once the willpower hits that goes over that, you will then start to take hit points. So let's say you took 3d6 and you rolled a bunch of them, and you rolled 2 more dice where those willpower and whatever carryover, you would come off of your hit points if you did.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
7.
So hit, success as you whip his flail to whip, kind of goes crashing. You making that strike.
D8, right? And then I'm gonna use 3 willpower to increase it by 1d6. Okay. 13 damage.
Nice. So you only did 1d6, all right?
Yeah.
Takes 13 of that. Nice. Another huge kind of, you catch, like your whip basically catches the arm, wraps around like where in the flail, and then like the power of it like pulling like at his soul, like the soul on it. It makes him like drop his flail for a moment, and then he like snatches away, and his like hand is kind of like burned in that area. I don't have that type of soul, but it is like clearly hurt him. Moving to that was Jumbi's turn, right?
Can the rest of my skeletons attack too?
Yeah.
Okay. But they're not fucking doing shit, but they're still gonna fucking. So the bow is gonna take a.
Unfortunately, they're all gonna have to dash, so many of them aren't gonna make it.
Well, except the bow, though, right?
The bow will make it. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause the other guys won't. Even if they dash, they can't take an action, right? So.
Yeah, the dashing would be the action that they're taking to close the distance.
So at least the bow is gonna make an attack. He's gonna try to shoot that motherfucker. Oh, I got a 19.
That's kind of misses.
Fucking arrow misses. One skeleton, poor guy.
Whiff.
Yeah.
Like, it's all come down to you. He's.
You embarrass me.
He will fire the flail, like he grabs it up, he picks it back up, and I'll say he does this actually because you made him drop his flail. He'll do the same move. He's going to take his fist and spin. So now it doesn't have the fire that it would have had on it. So that's one thing. So it's less damage. It's also his fist damage. So it's not, but he just spins, and everyone within 10 feet, that's literally everyone around him. If you can't dodge out of the way, you are taking 2d6 bludgeoning damage. And I'm just going to roll it once, and everyone takes that. Ashton, skeletons, all 12 bludgeoning damage. Let's see.
Max damage.
Yeah, I'm down out.
Wow, wow.
Skeletons have 1 hit point. I mean, 1 armor point. So they have 8 hit points. So that would kill.
I killed all of them.
He killed all of them except for one
Except for
on the.
bow, right?
Everyone else should be. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at that armor. That would have killed me.
Yeah, that plate armor is great for that.
Yeah,
Makeda,
I'm
you're
good.
as you
Okay.
get back to your feet.
Is a scratch to Ashton.
Nice.
'Tis not a scratch, Makeda.
Oh yeah, because Ashton has the stone skin. It's like he's like with 6.
I got 8 armor.
8
now.
armor. Yeah,
Oh,
All right,
that was smart of him. You gotta teach Jumbi that.
What was that?
You gotta teach you that stone
Oh, yeah.
skin.
I'm going to spend 3 willpower to activate backstabbing, and I'm going to dart in and do my slide and slash and tumble out of the way.
All right.
Come on, knives. Success.
I hope they're magical knives.
It is my Fang of the Leopard Spider.
Yeah, it's a magical weapon.
Yeek. And that would be D8 plus D4. Oh, so it's with backstabbing activated.
Okay.
I should have rolled that. Let me roll it just to see it. A 1. Nope. I roll a boon. Cannot be parried, and I increase the number of dice rolled for the damaged is increased by 1. Does that mean my agility bonus goes up by 1 too, or just the dagger damage?
Just the dagger damage.
Okay.
Yeah, you never increase those bonuses. Yep.
Never, like never ever. 13 points
Nice,
of net damage.
13. All right.
Slide in. Do a little slice to the Achilles tendon.
So
and then-
he just like slices his leg and he like drops down and you stab him again, and essentially you all like the way he kind of like drops down to one knee, he's actually kind of looks around surprised, kind of bangs the floor with his fist. He's surprised, but you all he's bloodied. He's basically halfway, and he kind of like stands there kind of scratching his head like how'd they hurt me that much, like he's looking at you, and he almost sounds like a wounded
scamper
animal.
out of the way as far as I can.
Does it allow you to move? So he allows you to hit and move? Is that or are you just gonna move away?
I
So
just want to move away.
If you move away, I need you to give me an evade check. It's a free one. He can take an opportunity attack if you fail it.
Evade check. Evade check success.
All right, rah! He like lashes out. He misses. Ashton, you're up. Ashton is the last person here, and then I don't know if you guys noticed, but when he went basically on this round after he shook off his drunkenness, he added his last ferocity, so he will be the last person to go. Our wizard stands. I want to give him his spotlight, even though I know he's over here behind the creature.
Yeah, I'm looking at my spells and debating what to do.
What will you do, mage?
Like, come on, hit me.
I fear no magic.
Hey,
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna run up to Jumbie and heal wounds him to get him back up.
Okay.
Or master spell. Actually, I'm gonna master spellcaster, heal wounds Jumbie, and then power fist.
Oh shit.
Just that.
That's a good action economy. That's probably worth it.
So close. That was a 2. What's power fist at first level? What's that do?
Okay. So you did heal. So Jumbie gets D6, right?
2d8 because it's heal wound, not
Ah, it's heal wound. Okay.
treat wound.
Yep.
Do I roll the 2d8?
I roll them.
Okay.
That'll be 8 hit points,
All right.
and then
Still prone, but yeah.
what is my base unarmed? Ugh, probably not very high.
Yours would be brawling. And your damage would be D6. And then for
Plus
every
nothing.
plus nothing. And then for every upcast, another D6. So you could upcast it. So you could get total of 3d6 as a scrawny wizard punching, which is still pretty high.
I mean, well, I'm trying to find out where my base damage is.
Base damage is always a d6. Like
Okay,
when I'm
so
brawling, like a fist, it's always a d6. That
Okay,
I know
so
of, like so far.
2d.
Yep.
For 8 damage.
We'll take all 8 of that. Yes. He kind of staggers back.
And I went for the nut punch.
Yeah, he just kind of slides in, heals Jumbie, and then like punches him in the nuts. Takes it, he kind of drops down. Okay. Bit defeated in that moment. Good. And he goes, okay. Good fight. Shit, that hurt. And then he goes, and he looks at Jumbie as you're kind of You were never like out, right? You were just down and like hurting really bad. You were at 0 hit points, but like you were just like you know, like knocked out, right? Like so you were taking all that in, and but for a moment there, he looks over and he goes, "I was just fucking giving you a hard time." The Night Mother says you've passed your tests. And he puts out a jagged, raggedy, that old, like, crusty, like, arm, like the long black nails, like, for you to, like, you know, almost like asking you to lift you up on your feet, Jumbi. I don't know if you take this long, giant maw. I mean, claw, but...
I'll take his hand.
And he just kind of gives you a pat. And he like... Good stuff. And you, wizard, all of you got balls. Good armor. Just kind of pointing at Kazan, and I like you always go for the Achilles. So he looks at Makeda. And he looks at you, Jumbi, and he goes, you've got good friends. And then suddenly his voice he's like kind of been just kind of like a shooty, but it's like he gets deeper and deeper, the voice. And then you see someone standing behind him in the shadows, but her eyes looking down on you, just those white eyes like looking down. And it's her voice speaking. And she says, you have much more to learn. You have not been walking the path as I have laid it out for you. Tonight you will sleep. Tonight you will dream. And you will see a path as I have laid it. And you must choose. Where you walk is your own, but how you walk is up to you. Take my gift or continue to try to do what you are doing. And what you're able to interpret from that is what you're seeing as she's talking through this black mist. None of your other party can really see what you're seeing, but what she's realizing is that you start to see these like vision of when you came upon her as a young boy, that artifact that you broke, that black mist that kind of went into your nostrils and nose and like knocked you out. You remember that original dream now as a youngling, and you weren't some like you weren't in this vision. You weren't a mage almost at all. You still used magic, but you were this fighter. But you were fighting amongst hordes of skeletons against a faceless enemy. And that's what kind of scares you, is you don't know who the enemy is, but you were fighting amongst them, but you were fighting with obsidian blades, which is why you were able to cast and steal, and you were like plunging, but you weren't standing off in the back as the wizards on the other side that you see, where like kind of as Ashton fought, you were like in there, and you were called in this dream a Grimjaw. And then you kind of snap out of it, your eyes are watering there. And so essentially what it would be is you either stay the path that you're as a straight mage, or if you wake up and take her path, you'd essentially be a fighter with some spell casting abilities. That is for Jimby to decide between now and the next session. But as we kind of push in on Jimby, she's not asking for an answer now. We'll crash to black. And as they're standing there with their giant, furry, demonic fellow who seems to be at a truce there for now.
New friends.
New friend unlocked.
Yeah, good game, y'all. If you would like, we should just roll stats really quick before everyone jumps off, just so we don't forget it. And then
Really quick, and I know I ask this every time, but it's 4 plus any
demons, dragons. Yep. If you start, you'll get a 5th one. This is always when I remind you, but no one ever plays to their weakness. If you have a weakness and you play to your weakness, you can get a 5th mark. You just tell at the end of the game, hey, I was being pompous when I did this, or I was playing to my weakness when I was drinking the alcohol. And then the group actually decides on it, and DM has the final call on if you get that last advancement mark. Also, Junbi, you can also take another advancement mark because for the spell that you were supposed to learn from, what was it that you were supposed to learn? A bone bomb, right?
Bone bomb.
Yeah. So you have one roll for that, which is going to be is it a languages or a wisdom check? No. It's a wisdom. It's a willpower wisdom. It's a willpower check.
Yeah.
And then
So my necroticism is already at 17. Would that raise my necroticism?
no, because you're rolling to learn a new spell. You can't.
Oh,
you,
right.
You can't.
Right.
If you try to raise necroticism or necromancy, you have to roll a 18
Got
or
it.
higher, or it will not, or you'll miss out. And you can only try each skill one time. So you can't take all 4 of those and keep trying, right? Like you gotta try one of those, and you got to get lucky and hit it, and then that will max it out.
I actually did pretty good on these rolls.
You did good today, yeah.
It's the high roll, right? We're
So
taking the high roll.
I'm gonna be honest. What I had kind of played out for you, just because I wanted to start exploring Jumbi a little bit more, because I was trying to get Sean's backstory started and kind of get into. But I also know Cheryl, I think, has made you 100% better at the game by giving you. But because I thought you were still like not really feeling the mage, so I had built him essentially what's essentially a version of basically I'll send it to you this week. So if you want to look at compare them, essentially what it is going to be, you now have a fight. You're basically a fighter profession. You would keep a few of your most basic. You would basically keep your raise undead. You'd be able to raise skeletons, and you'd be able to do your fireball, but you would lose a lot of your other stuff. But then where you make up for it is a lot of your you gain like swords. You already have knives. Those skills they get stronger. Your whip gets stronger. Your strength goes up. A lot of your other stuff like bumps, so you can actually be like median in a fight and not go down very quickly, and you still get to raise skeletons around you. So that is one way. And then you have this ability it's a heroic ability called Shadow Step, which basically when you get attacked, you can kind of do what she does with Misstep, but you can like move away. You can basically fast footwork and get a free strike back. You get to attack them when every time you fast footwork, you get a free attack. But it's a little pricey, but it could be a cool ability. So yeah, it's simple. It's fighter based. It's like more like Tempe with a couple of spells. If you don't like it, then if you like what you're doing, stick with it. But it's an offer from the Night Mother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Send it.
Now, if she denies him, who knows what she does? But we'll.
I like the idea.
Yep.
I mean, I also like in Dragonbane with Master Spellcaster, you're not limited to only using the same school of magic.
Yeah.
So I am able to heal and harm in the same turn.
Turn.
If you're a dedicated healer, you heal. That's your turn. That's it.
That's all you can really do.
Yeah, that feels
Master
a lot.
Spellcaster gets really crazy. It gets really cool. That and that's why you need you actually need other really high magical creatures to weaken a spellcaster, because they can get pretty nasty pretty quick. But pretty cool. Yeah. So there is, I imagine, we'll deal with the beer and all that stuff next time. But yeah.
Also, why does he? We need the story. Why does he have the beer?
Yeah, he's actually drinking the beer. He's been drinking. Yeah, that's why he smelled like Bonte beer. He was drunk when you got there.
We're like, bro, what's going on at home?
Yeah, he's
How have you been feeling?
He's
lately?
enjoying you'll find that the Azure Gun are different. Like the Azure Gun are a little bit more mischievous, malevolent, chaotic demons, and then the Aldarian demons are like
I can work with that.
weird, like almost strangely celestial in nature, and they're both celestial, considered celestial, but that's what's funny about this in my game. Like celestials and demons are kind of like tomato.
I feel like this guy would do well at Grindbone. I feel like he'd make a lot of friends. I'm voting for him for new mayor of Grindbone.
Yeah,
That's the miniature for Yinagal.
yeah. I wouldn't make him your friend yet. I think he's just
Too late, Malcolm. I'm attached. I've imprinted.
Yeah, Yinagao.
You're gonna have to do that
That
voice
is the
forever.
Yinagao, and he is pretty nasty bad. Yeah, you got him down to with the magical weapons. You got him all close to half. He's like, so he still had some fight in him. And I think if you'd have done a couple more of those,
And
so
I'm
that's
kind of glad we
spin.
had to leave behind 3 skeletons.
Yeah,
Now
because
we have 3 skeletons.
when he dropped the flail,
Yeah.
I had him do it as a 2/6, but that spin move was supposed to be a 2d10 plus d4 fire. Yeah. But he also, yeah, he is a taste of what high level Dragonbane baddies will do to you. So yeah, he's just, it's like
Drink your beer.
Yeah, drink all that beer, fucking bitch.
yeah. There's some left. Yeah. Good shit. Well, I know many of y'all got to jump off and stuff.
Yeah.
But see you so 2 weeks, and then
Pick back up from here.
We'll pick back up from here. Yeah, keep it going.
All right,
Okay.
I'll be on the
Okay.
lookout for that, Malcolm.
Ashton
Okay.
does feel bad about that last nut punch because that was he was actually friendly.
Oh,
Nothing
man.
like a nut punch between
Yeah, he
friends.
can
he
take
did-
it.
he
If anybody
deserved
can take a nut punch, Yinagao can.
That was
Yeah.
a magical
All
power
right,
fist.
y'all.
All right, y'all. Have a good
Okay,
night.
y'all.
Peace. Later.